get served
They
up.
about to get
Except for Joey from Friends.
Oh my god.
These fools look like other people.
This is great.
What the hell?
Get it.
What do you want?
Payback.
It got dark.
Streets of Rage, baby. Let's go.
Strike first.
Oh.
God damn, no, that shit hurt.
Bruh. Oh. Okay. Get it.
Told you
Samantha.
Hawk, he ain't ready, bruh. Them long legs, bruh.
Oh. Okay. Oh. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give a bookend.
There you go. The Power Rangers tactic. Oh. Oh. Get it. Get it. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Hey.
He uses momentum. That's dope.
Get. Oh.
Tim LaRusso! Where are you, bitch?
Take it, Dimitri.
She too cold.
Show yourself.
She's tall too. Got to face her, man. To face her.
Samantha.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh,
There's too many of them.
dang. You just don't get a shoulder? Uh-huh.
No, please stop! Eli, stop! Stop! It's me! No!
Do it! Finish him!
Get out there, Samantha.
This isn't over, LaRusso.
Still a nerd.
Oh. He felt something.
He's still a nerd.
Yeah.
He'll never be that dude.
That was definitely a Saga
Wow.
Miyagi-do karate. I never
Ah, that was a long
resisted.
arm too.
After our fight, I felt great shame. I wanted to die,
They all still look the same, dude. They age well.
but
Yeah.
my uncle saved me. He gave me a chance to prove myself. I spent my life trying to do just that. But regret is sometimes difficult to overcome.
Yeah.
I understand. And if it means anything, Chosen, I forgive you.
It means a great deal.
If only every rivalry can end like this.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's a different situation. You know, I'm meeting Kumiko before my flight. You should come join us.
Thank you, but I have a class to teach. So, you go
That
down
Miyagi-Do
this
go
path,
run deep.
and you catch a taxi from there.
Well,
That explains
I'd
everything.
say thanks, but you kind of kicked my ass today. So I'm just gonna say goodbye.
자, 마타. Daniel-san.
This whole thing is just sweet. I love it.
Invitation. Okay.
You keep for your collection.
I ain't gonna cry around this fool. This check is dope, bruh.
Yeah,
The
fucking-
energy's just right.
They made their truce, bro. Respect. Yeah.
So, I hear there's a Make-A-Wish kid in the house tonight. Yeah, right here. There he is. There he is. Ladies, let's make that kid's wish come true.
That's dope. Uh-oh.
All right, now repeat after D.
Let's get it.
I wanna run. I wanna run.
A Marshall speakers over there, man. He banging.
Lesson in life.
Where's Chosen? He had to teach a class. Hopefully it goes a little easier on them than it did on me.
I hope you both learn something from each other.
I think so.
She planned this.
I guess that was your plan, huh? A friend of yours?
A friend of ours.
I'm sorry, I don't,
Don't worry. It's been a long time since we met. I was a child then, and it was during a typhoon.
Oh my gosh.
You take Mr. Cobra back, I get the girl! Give me your arm!
Let's go.
He saved her life.
Hang on!
Yuna?
You remember?
Are you kidding me? How could I forget? Oh my God. How have you been?
The
Thank
heart
you.
is
Your
warm.
English is so
Thank you.
perfect.
I've been good, thank you. I work in international sales. Perfect English comes in handy.
Wow.
Sales. Wow, that's great. Same here. Well, maybe not for much longer, but who do you work for?
Leona,
What? You work for Doyona.
Senior Vice President of Sales for
Uh-oh.
Leona International.
It's too real.
Like Auntie Yuki has said, none could nice. Put the
That
good
was dope,
out
bro.
into
He's
the
coming
world
back.
I'm about to cry, man.
and Good will come back to you.
Mr. Miyagi was right for loving
He's
her.
about to get his business back.
God damn.
So, Yuna,
Too emotional.
can I buy you a drink?
I should hope so, Daniel-san. I'm about to save your business.
I knew it! One for Ronan, baby. Things was looking up.
Oh my gosh. All that good he did then, it came back full circle.
I love it.
Too much.
Do it again, do it again.
He'd be crip walking in no time.
Thank you so much.
I was all the kid. Told you he was a fighter. Don't get too cocky. We still got to get you out of that chair.
Yes, sensei.
Game. The boys.
Wow.
She was with Homelander, bro. She was with Homelander. She 11 went there.
Same universe.
Oh my god.
Yo, dude.
You better watch your ass.
You better learn your history.
Woo! All right.
Man.
Even more emotional than episode 4 for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Because part 2, you know, Daniel went through a lot, you know, going to a foreign country, and being a foreigner, he was not as accepted being there, especially under Mr. Miyagi at that time. You know, a lot of those cats were really old-fashioned. And to know that even with the negative there, he still committed, not the word committed, he still made a stand. Damn, it's so many. He made a beautiful impact on those individuals.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
And it came back 30 years plus full circle.
Just him being there.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the type of stuff I love to see. And that's what makes me feel good inside. Even though I know this is make-believe and stuff, but just that act. Like, part 2, he had a rival.
Yeah.
He saved one girl because he had to fight to the death for her. And then he saved
Yuna.
Yuna,
Yeah.
which was that changed Mr. Miyagi. Was Mr. Miyagi Soto?
Yeah.
That changed his whole look on him.
During that bad sense.
It was like, yo, you went and did this when Chosen was scared. Like, he ran. Like,
He ran.
And Chosen hated Daniel for that. But then, after being beat, he had to sit there and think to himself. And was like, I was being an asshole. I was being mean. I was being a jerk. He's really not such a bad guy. And his uncle gave him another opportunity to prove himself. And he became a better person.
Yep.
Like, he had to be knocked. That's the prime example of being knocked down, picking yourself back up, and becoming something brand new.
Right.
Like, just to see him go honk, honk. You know what I mean? You knew he wasn't going to die because, we see trailers, but.
Right.
That's why I hate trailers, but.
It's fighting is a way of art and it's a way of living too. I mean, you get the best of both worlds. It was interesting because Chosen unlocked a whole nother mythology as to Miyagi and Miyagi-do that we had no idea about. And his introduction gave us a whole lot more Okinawa history that we were asking for and we knew we were going to get.
Yeah.
I must honestly say, I was surprised at the shock factor of what was given as far as information. I was very happy about that. And you get a whole nother perspective. And like we said in the last episode, we got his side of the story and his spectrum. And we obviously knew that there was more to Miyagi's teachings, but it didn't get that far due to the passing of Miyagi. And there's still much more to unravel. This was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I want to see that class that he was teaching. I want to see more of that because different than what Daniel got, we get to see what Chosen got from Miyagi and what his students are learning, and Daniel's about to get a taste of that. So he's going to be at full 100%. Right now, he's at like 70, 85.
I think he's higher than that. I just think that when you fight, right, when you have fight techniques, and when you look at your opponent, this is what makes Batman great in Deathstroke.
Okay.
They know too many fights techniques.
Yes.
So they're always a step ahead of you. So when Daniel fights Chosen, or is it Chosen? It's Chosen, right? Chosen.
Yeah.
He looks at him like, are you going to do Miyagi-Do techniques? This is the karate you're going to give me.
Right.
When he looks at Johnny and Kreese, he's like, okay, you're going to come at me, strike first. I can use my defense mechanisms and get the upper hand. Steven Seagal shit.
Yeah.
But then when Chosen took the defense mechanism, kind of like how Bruce Lee changed the technique with Imp Man and made it faster by becoming more offensive or offense.
Yeah.
He looked at it like, okay, here we go. Boom. You were supposed to do this, but you did this.
Right.
Why would you do that? And now he understands there's more to this technique. And he's once Daniel learns this, I already think he's better than Chosen right now. It's just the fact that he was expecting a certain type of technique. If he didn't know who he was,
he thought that he was going to come at him with just like the true old hatred again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The negative mindset. I'm just going to swing, blah 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 blah. That strike first crap.
When they first introduced, he was ready.
But now, because this guy's been training under Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And he getting a full training because he kind of low key got the full training of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai really doesn't. That history and what Kreese has taught isn't really necessarily a thorough breakdown of karate. It's kind of like strike first,
survival street.
Yeah. But Miyagi, that technique goes deep, and he's gonna learn mechanisms to defend himself. And when he teaches this to Miguel, and Johnny, because Johnny's a better fighter, than Daniel.
He goes after what he's going after. He goes after his opponent. And
that's why Kreese loved it.
Yeah.
He's a better fighter.
Like, you could see it, like, he's literally chasing the guy. So, and Daniel's more of a stand back, defense, see what he's going to do.
When you have a strike first mentality with the Miyagi-Do technique, oh, you're a monster.
Yeah.
From this universe. And
it was interesting seeing the combat in this episode, because it was almost like soldier-esque, but then it was also more like student, like street level. Like, it was interesting because you saw him defend in the way we didn't. Like, he shut him down. We never got to that point because we knew Miyagi healed, but he also had an offense too. And it was like we never really got to see that because, you know, Miyagi didn't want to hurt anybody. He never got to a point where he had to show offense, you know, because he was such a peaceful, kind-hearted man.
This right here lets you know it's going to go down.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see that. And then Daniel had to go through that and experience that because he was just at that point of like, oh, I'm being bullied. I didn't understand what was going on. But now that he has a full understanding of things and a full understanding of how to fight and when to fight, his thinking, his process is different now. So it was just surprising for us as viewers to unlock what Daniel just unlocked because he thought he knew. And I was like, man, this is fascinating because we never really got this from Miyagi himself. But we knew, you know, at that time, if he had the chance, he would have gotten to that point and taught him. Mm-hmm. So there was so much history with that. And then just him and the conversation with Kamiko and the whole thing about why she set up and orchestrated this entire meeting. It was funny because she knew that they weren't going to really fight.
Yeah, she knew he was a different person.
Yeah. So she was being thrilled and by Daniel's reaction. And I thought that was really funny because she obviously is smart and she obviously had a plan. And she obviously knew that they were going to be connected as a family again.
It's personally how I feel. She is such a beautiful person.
Yeah.
The whole character, even the actress who plays her, it's just a beautiful individual, and it really fits well because she's so forgiving. And she was able to rally up everybody.
Whatever happened, that was in the past.
It was in the past. She rallied everybody up, man, and had everybody come back and solve something that I think even Chosen had got over to a degree. Right. I think he got over it to a degree, but he needed that validation.
I also think that he was testing them just to get a reaction. I think that was kind of like low-key, like ultimate payback, and because we weren't sure, like it started out like intense, like all right, let me get a drink, and he was like so worried, like Kamiko, don't leave. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, he was playing with the whole time, testing him and challenging him to see what he was going to do mentally and physically. That's what I believe.
And see if Mr. Miyagi chose wrong.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
See if he was going to break him.
Because when he brought you here, you were a child. Yes. Now you have 30 years.
Right.
But you still work like it could have been two ways about this. Let's say hypothetically speak, let's say Daniel stopped fighting, never trained anymore.
Yeah.
He got fat, slow, lazy. Then it would have been like Mr. Miyagi wasted his time. He taught you something that's precious to us, and you basically said, all right, I was a child, I don't want to do it no more.
Right.
So he looked at it like, okay, he's still in shape. He's still ready to go. He still is just like he was when he was a kid, so he's still good.
Right.
Miyagi chose right.
Mm-hmm.
And because of Miyagi and what he brings to the table, you have earned my respect. Number one, because you didn't kill me.
Right.
Number two, because you made an impact in the village. You saved that little girl. Yeah. I was a coward. I ran.
Yeah.
And she's vice president. God, tears in my eyes, bro. I turned away. I had to turn away. If that ain't the universe working in your favor, I don't know what it is. Yo, first off, this is a little girl from a small village. Let's just remember that.
Yeah.
Second of all, this is a woman. Vice president?
Yeah. That's a big role.
That's a big role.
Yeah.
Like, she's running things. She's moving things.
Yeah.
K Quick and Rogue Dog about to do things. We getting rap now.
Oh, you didn't know?
But it's like, yo, he saved that girl. She could have died.
Yeah.
If he was a coward, she would have died. He would have came back, and that opportunity would never.
That's what makes it more sweeter.
Woo!
the struggle, the survival, and then now she can live and tell the story of the success now. Like, she been through it. So this was rewarded for her as well, just as much as it was rewarded for LaRusso.
And he knew her name. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Everybody had their purpose at that point in life, and then everybody had their return of favor in this time and in this present. So, you know, it's a firm believer of, you know, the way we think and the way these characters think, you know, things happen for a reason. And then things are lined up specifically for people's purpose. Everybody has a purpose, even though you don't find it.
Yeah.
It's just destined to who you meet, with the obstacles you're going through, and then how you make the decision, how you make the choice on what to do to go forward.
Yeah.
It's a lot of philosophies within the fighting of the story and then within the drama and the choices. So I like how everything, again, we've said this like in the past, fighting brings people together for the better or the worse, but it also unlocks potential as far as like intellect and, you know, common sense thinking. It's very unique, man.
This was a very emotional roller coaster. Seeing John Kreese go up in there, I knew he was gonna do it. He's gonna do the Suge Knight thing.
Yeah, Kreese is just right now. He's cool in the other seasons, but in this season particularly, they're showing him, you know, do his behind the scenes schemes. Like, he's recruiting and he's grabbing everything that he can. Like, you're able to see him as a character more, because before he was just kind of like in the background, but like he's out in the open doing things, because now he's showing the power of Cobra Kai and what they can do outside the dojo. Like, he's really showing his power and his strengths, like on another like mental level.
Can I say this?
And it's scary.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. Something came to me.
No, go ahead.
We are movie guys.
Yeah.
We watch TV shows. We watch all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that John Kreese is getting a lot of shine.
Yes.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think he's getting too much shine.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to make it.
Really?
I don't think he's going to make it. He's getting too much shine.
Interesting. That's an interesting
When
dynamic.
you see certain characters that are in the back and we start giving you backstories,
Yeah.
granted, we want it.
Yeah. It's needed.
But then, because when it's like unlocking Pandora's box. You tell us everything about Kreese, right? And we learn him. We like him. But then now, where's the mystery? Why does this character keep going? What else are they going to bring to the table? And I feel like they're going to unlock all this about John Kreese, and then he's gone. And then that's when Terry comes in.
Interesting. Well,
I
guess you could say that. I guess you could say that, you know, he does have plans in stock. I mean, in the beginning, he knew he was gonna come back, and he probably had some things lined up. Because again, it's not even just about his soldiers, which he calls his students. It's business now, and he's thinking not just Reseda Valley. He's trying to go global and things like that. So he's trying to take over everything and, you know, have Cobra Kai worldwide. So I'm thinking, like, is he going to start attacking businesses? Because he's messing with the students and he's messing with the other students, orchestrating. But is there going to be like business battles going on, like business rivalry? That's what I'm seeing.
I don't know, but I do know the team is coming back. The Cobra Kai squad is coming back.
Yeah, this is why I say business.
The thing is, though,
So
Daniel,
now families are getting involved.
Daniel doesn't have his sensei. He passed away. Johnny got back in touch with his sensei, and they had a nice little run real quick.
Yeah.
And then his sensei, when he told him that in the bar, he was like, "Yo, you brought me back."
Right. Literally.
You ain't a young man no more. I don't think John Kreese gonna make it, bro. I think Johnny needs to be without a sensei. And then if he's without his sensei, then him and Daniel on the same page. Because even though he wasn't messing with his sensei, he still had a sensei out there.
Right.
Because it runs deep, man. I don't know. I mean, I gotta watch a couple more episodes, but I honestly think they're unraveling John Kreese season 3 because it's so much of the Cobra Kai. The name's Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So we got to find out the backgrounds of it. And I think once we find the backgrounds of it, then there's going to be able to expand into other worlds without him.
Yeah, and then you also kind of get into the psyche of his way of thinking and just what he went through as a human, like what he lost, what he went through, what he accomplished, the things he think.
Because even talking about his moms and stuff, like, they giving him a lot of shine.
The people he met. But yeah, this needed to happen because there was a point where he was just a bad sensei. And I'm like, there's got to be more. And this show is showing like, okay.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just don't know about his character lasting.
Gotcha.
Because they're going to show us so much, we're going to get it and be like, okay, cool, we know. What's next?
That's what's interesting because, again, he's probably going to be the one to fill that information void.
They're seriously bringing it in where we love Kreese. This is writing 101. I'm going to make you love this bad guy that's been bad for over 30 years. Now you guys love to hate him.
But that's the thing of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. You know, people are bad until we understand their point of view.
So then now that we understand and we love you, how do we shock factor the audience?
Gotcha.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna last. But one thing I wonder, what if, because Chosen has a class.
Yes.
He's teaching.
We're gonna see it too.
We're teaching. He's teaching this.
Yeah.
Two things came to mind. What if he's secretly organizing a Cobra Kai Foot Clan? Then I was like, damn, that's the ultimate villain. Smile on your face, give you everything so he can beat you one-on-one on a... It won't even feel bad when he whoop your ass. Like, what if he teaches you... What if he's like, yo, I want you to learn everything. So when I beat you, then I know I beat you at your full potential. Now I know my honor will never be struck in.
Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Right? I thought that, right? I'm like, okay, that's hot. That's hot. Like, right, that it can go either way. Then
I hope that doesn't happen, but that would be an interesting theory and twist.
Oh, that'll F you up.
Because, yeah, it would. And that's good storytelling because now you're going to the darker ages of, like, the fighting and the Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Now you're kind of, like, foreshadowing the history and then you're kind of backstabbing it, but you're still kind of honoring it. You know what I mean? And that if that does happen, that's going to push LaRusso to step up even more to even build a bigger fan base for Miyagi-Do because now
he has to keep that name protected properly.
Thank you.
Because just like we said about Cobra Kai,
he has to protect the foundation. He has to respect that name.
What if Cobra Kai, like I said before, was like the Foot Clan? It initially had good meanings until the wrong person got in charge.
Yes.
So that's what one of my thoughts. I have two thoughts. I have a pro and bad and good.
Man.
And then what about the good is that Soto actually was the one who taught the deadly force of Cobra Kai through Miyagi teaching. But he made his own technique up and he taught it to John Kreese and them.
For the soldiers that were going to war and then separate.
Exactly.
Okay.
The reason I thought that is because the same thing happened with Ip-Man 4.
This is why you said Cobra Kai had a different meaning.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
What if he was the one that migrated that technique to the Western area? Kind of like on Rush Hour 2.
Right.
It's like, wait, where you get that from?
Crenshaw Freddy Ching. The brothers.
Oh, okay. Cool. So what if Soto taught that a certain type of karate to the Cobra Kai individuals? Because
so almost like a fusion of the two?
Yeah, but he made his own, because I'm thinking
that's a deadly student.
Like, I'm thinking like, how is Cobra Kai, you say Cobra Kai is everywhere, but where's the source?
But maybe they held off because they knew that certain students and certain soldiers wouldn't be ready for that.
But what I'm saying is, where's Cobra Kai's origin? That's what I'm saying. So who opened the door for Cobra Kai's origin?
Probably Sato. It has to be Sato.
You see what I'm saying?
War runs deep in the family. And what is the one thing about war? Survival.
And look at and Soto
using it when necessary.
And Soto was not biologically a brother.
Okay.
Step brother. Loki and Thor.
Wow. So he probably took it because he was
he
jealous
probably
of what
made his
Miyagi
own
was doing.
under a different name or different alias or something.
Because Miyagi probably didn't want to get with his ways.
Exactly.
The
He got mad and bitter.
The ideologies was different.
He got mad and bitter and taught it and realized he messed up and went back and tried to make it better. Because remember, he's trying to make things better.
They had the same. They wanted the same thing.
But how did Mr. Miyagi read them techniques so well from John Kreese?
Because he was a soldier too.
Not necessarily, because he knew that fight technique, but he just never spoke of it.
Right.
Because he said, really, do you really know everything?
You don't have to show and tell.
He had him like that.
Yeah.
This John Kreese.
You know, Miyagi, you know, is probably a firm believer, you know, I can show you, but I don't have to tell everything.
No, what I'm saying is, when he first encountered John Kreese, right? At the end of the tournament.
Part two.
Yeah. And he went like this.
Yeah.
Right? He served him up. It was too easy.
Right.
It was like Dark Maul versus Obi-Wan in the future. It was too easy.
Gotcha.
It was like, wow, you're done.
And he held back.
How did you read them techniques if you never fought him so well? Because remember in Karate Kid, when Jackie Chan went against the master, well, he didn't really fight him, but, you know, the lead scene. But
Right.
it wasn't as easy with someone you don't know. But when you read a certain type of fight technique and that person don't know your technique, but you know their technique, you are a monster. I know every move. This is why I make Deathstroke and Batman so ill.
I don't want to jump the gun.
Jump that motherfucker. That's why they here. They want to hear what you got to bring to the table before they want to know.
So did he travel? So Miyagi obviously traveled. Did he go to Beijing, China? Were him and Han soldiers? Because
no. They said that they took that out.
Okay.
So
because I'm thinking, because you know, worldwide.
No, because we wanted that. that.
Yeah.
But they said that they're not going to combine those two universes.
Okay, because that would have been crazy. I'm just thinking, you know.
Probably because Jaden Smith is an icon now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the international traveling factor, him going around the world, like you referenced Batman, learning different techniques, meeting different students, getting different degrees, getting different belts and things like that, and then coming back from the service, still trying to keep his momentum, but live a wholesome, regular life, you know, because, you know, fighting, you know, keeps you peaceful and, you know, keeps you active. What if he came across some other soldiers, maybe other family members that we have not been mentioned or introduced to yet, to bring that in? Because how deep does this generation of soldiers in this family go, like with Miyagi and Sato? Well, it seems like it's a generational thing. Everybody followed in the same paths of going to war and doing something different, you know, coming from nothing, being better and surviving and wanting to be great and being a better person. Maybe war was all that they knew, and certain people in the family weren't able to handle it, and maybe Miyagi could have been the last of his generation to fulfill that. So when he saw Daniel, he's like, I believe in Daniel, I see in Daniel, and I know he's going to keep my legacy and my generation going. Right. With the teachings that I taught him, because at the end of the day, he was like a son to me.
Yeah, because he didn't have his son. You know how that goes.
And that's what I'm thinking. This has to be something of a generational outline, like a plan. This was a plan set in stone. Like, these things are coming back full circle. History is repeating itself, and we said this many times. We're seeing it in the season.
I just don't know. I want to know who was the master of John Kreese.
We're going to find out.
Or who taught them this technique, and where did this technique come from? And I think the technique came from Miyagi-do.
Season 4.
An altered version of it, just like Ip Man's technique that Bruce Lee changed. Wing Chun. Bruce Lee said it's too slow on defense. I need to speed it up. So I'm going to make myself more vulnerable, but I'm going to make sure I end you faster.
Jeet Kune Do. Yeah.
There you go. Man. All right. That's all you get. That's all you get in this episode, y'all.
We didn't even talk about the students. Like the.
Oh, yeah. Dimitri got his arm broke.
Yeah. He's gonna be stronger.
I'll say something on that because I did, but we got Dimitri broke his arm. I hope this doesn't break him.
I agree with that.
When you fall, it's two ways you go. Either you get broken and you cower away like Samantha did, or you become stronger. And I think this is keeping it a buck with you. Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Dimitri's about to come back a monster. In a positive way.
Before I did.
He's going to get that girl. He's going to be the most popular. And he's going to whoop Hawk's ass. And I'm telling you right now, after Hawk gets his ass whooping, that nigga's going to Miyagi-Do.
And
He is
also,
not
he's
built
gonna-
to be Cobra Kai. Miguel's going to make him say, bro, this is not the way we go.
I'm with it. I'm
This
gonna jump off of what you said, and I think he's gonna be second lead.
Here's a parachute. There you go.
All right, for sure. So he basically is gonna help lead with Samantha. I feel like he's gonna be taking charge with Miyagi-Do. Because right now he doesn't feel ready, but he's slowly getting that confidence and momentum. He's still trying to figure things out. Because again, he's intellect. But right now, what Samantha is trying to do, he's gonna be doing by the end of the season. And they're both going to be leaders because right now, Samantha is fighting a battle of redemption right now. She's failing her team, but she's doing what she can. She's just at a point where she's still kind of like in shock after what's been going on. So I commend her for trying to take charge because the way it's set up, she's getting back into the motions of martial arts because before she was done with that. She was the goody two-shoes girl that the mentality, oh, I got everything. Now she wants to fight more, and I can't knock her for that. You know, she's going about it the wrong way, maybe. But at the end of the day, you know, we all had that adrenaline phase. We just want to get out there and kind of prove ourselves.
Cobra Kai jumped them, though. They was whooping their ass one-on-one.
Yeah, you want to be the best that you can be. And this is that point. And I feel like by the end of the season, because we're going to get there, Dimitri and Samantha are going to lead their crew. They're gonna lead like they should be. And Dimitri's going to help her.
And Miguel's going to be... Don't home. Standing 6'4", boom, boom.
Right?
Secret weapon. Because Robby's going to be Cobra Kai's secret weapon.
Oh, and Robby did some cool stuff in this episode, too. He had a little redemption factor. And I'm telling you, I love how they show that respect among fighting. Whether you win or lose, you understand. Like, hey, this guy's not no pushover. He's fighting for something. Obviously, he's in here for the reason. Even the guy that was messing with him understood, like, hey, he didn't say nothing. And he understood that he didn't say anything either. I love how they're showing the mutual respect as far as
two
dynamic.
type of crooks. That's all.
See, and I love that because we had to see that because
he's Andros.
Yeah.
And he's Zach.
At the end of the day, everybody is fighting for something, and I love that they're showing that there are pros and cons to fighting.
No, and this is that other thing, and we gotta go.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We feeling it. We in there. We in there. You're welcome, guys.
So, Robby looks like, because it's the same thing with Dimitri on this thing. If I can't beat him, let me join him. John Kreese told him, strike first, right?
Yep.
And he gained respect, something he's never gotten with the Miyagi-Do.
That is true.
So
and he listened. He did it.
He did it.
Yeah.
He followed that. He followed suit. He did it. He said, strike first. He gained the respect of a fellow fighter, I guess you'd say that. He never got that with the Miyagi-Do. All he got was hard work and still getting blamed and still getting hurt, still getting pushed over, still getting bullied. Because even though
what did that hard work do, though?
But what I'm saying is he don't understand that right now.
Okay.
It's
all
kid
right.
stuff.
All right.
So that technique, because he's like chosen right now. He know a couple moves, you know what I'm saying? And I do what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. Now he's going to go full chosen. He's going to have his own entourage, because he's going to go into Cobra Kai. I already know how this is going to go. Just like the freaking Mandalorians with the sword. Robby's going to walk in that motherfreaking Cobra Kai, and he's going to serve them motherfreakers up when he get out of jail.
I can't wait to see
And he's going to become the head of that dojo.
The head Cobra.
And Miguel's never going back to Cobra Kai. His mother's not going to let him. But he can train with Daniel. He's never... Because he's going to go there with a different respect.
You might be right. I don't want that to happen, though. Because I love the relationship between him and Johnny.
Johnny's not Cobra Kai anymore.
Yeah. I know, but you know what I mean? That spirit and that foundation that they built. But he will have the best of both worlds.
Now, I wouldn't. Damn, this is too good.
Nah,
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna save it. Go
What
ahead, bro.
if?
Go ahead.
Like the Temptations is 2 Cobra Kais. Free.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at.
Because remember I said we don't know the initial. It's like Malcolm X, man.
You guys are welcome, by the way.
Malcolm X left and went and found out what it was to be a true Muslim.
Right.
and came back and saw that the stuff they were preaching over here was not the real deal.
Yeah.
And that's for real. And then he was teaching the real deal, and that other side was like, hell no.
If they're not gonna carry it on, I guess I'll have to do it. Yeah.
So what if Johnny? I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna get deep. It's gonna go to that Miyagi stuff, bro.
I'm gonna save it for the next episode, but I like
No,
what
say
you-
it now, say it now, say it
I
now.
like what you said about Robby starting an alliance or a team or whatever, and it made me think about the two guys that are locked up. Are they gonna join and train and learn something?
Oh, that's gonna be a problem, cause you
'Cause
literally
now you gotta really watch your ass.
you better watch your
You better watch your teachings.
you got Wesley Snipes on your team this time.
You feel me?
Not Chris Brown.
And
Chris Brown can fight too, though.
Look how they looked in the first season, but look how they looked in this season.
The real Chris
feel what
Brown
I'm
can
saying?
really fight. Like, he's really into martial arts.
That would be dope.
And so is Wesley Snipes.
And then now they're a part of the crew, and then you made them like even more diverse like characters,
I wouldn't be surprised these creators are like, yo,
and that's gonna be his tagline.
Chris Brown could really fight. Let's make somebody look like Chris Brown being here. And Wesley Snipes really can fight. Let's put Wesley Snipes in jail.
Hey,
Wesley Snipes finna get out of jail,
that would be dope
and he finna, bruh.
because the homies that he was rolling with, also the crooks, they understood where he was going as far as like intellectually, and they're like, yeah, he right us out because he was trying to do better. And now that they're locked up, they're gonna eventually get out, and they want to do better too. But guess what? They saw the skills that Robby had.
But they have respect for Daniel and not Johnny. Who knows?
Either way, they're gonna learn something.
This valley finna be lit with fighters.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They gonna have
They're gonna come out. They want to learn.
on that welcome sign. It's
Where
gonna
they're
be two
gonna go
fighters.
to. Oh yeah, here comes a new challenger.
Yeah. when you drive into town, here comes a new challenger. Dun-dun. All right, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Hope you guys enjoyed what me and Ronan bring to the table.
Yes.
If you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button.
Yep.
Thumbs this video up, and do not forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Please, in the comments down below, just spread your love and your joy and your comments, and let's talk. Let's wrap it up. I'm staying out of the comment section because I don't want to be spoiled.
Agreed.
But once this is all said and done, write your comments down and stuff, because I will go through each one of these episodes, and so will him, so will he, and we're going to have some fun.
It's already fun. It's lit right now.
Predator.
This is fire. I'm having some fun.
I'm J3.
I'm Ronan Shogun, and the dojo is open.
We out. I can go all day, man. One episode.
Bro.
One episode, bro.